Hey everyone, David Lee here with CoachDavidLee.com, and want to jump on here, do a quick Periscope on how to write your About page. Let me scoot on over here. How to write your About page for your website or your blog. So, in my network group, I have a network group that I meet with every Wednesday at lunch, so we met today. And we have a website for our group, and we're just kind of talking about getting content up for it. And I was kind of sharing some tips that I've learned throughout my career and what I've used for my just kind of how to tell my story. So we're doing profiles for everybody, and everybody's going to kind of write their own profile, and we're just going to kind of rotate those every week. So I was just giving them some tips on how to write your story and how to write like an about page for your website. So a few key things. Just understand what the about page is for. Number one, it is one of the most highly one of the most highly trafficked. I was about to say trafficked, it didn't sound right. One of the most visited. Let's stick with that. One of the most visited pages on your site, because people just want to check it out, to see what you're about, who are you. And they want to know how you can help them, right? With whatever your site's about, whatever your product or service is about. And they also want to, just get to know you a little better, right? It's that kind of idea of when you walk into a store and you just want to kind of look around. You just kind of want to see if you see anything of interest to you. So just kind of understand what your website visitors, what their intent is when they're visiting your site and when they're visiting that about page. So number one, like on mine, and you can go take a look at mine, it's coachdavidlee.com/about. The number one thing that I always want to try to be, and this is just kind of my writing style, is just to be conversational. To write in a way that I would talk to somebody if they were right there with me. Okay, so I always want to come across as, just my personality is just real easygoing. I'm very laid back, and I'm very, I am very conversational in my writing. So, hey, welcome on everybody. Welcome on, Lexi. Thank you for popping on. We're just talking about just some tips for writing your about page. So definitely share this out if you know some people that can get some value from it, if they have a blog or a website. So I've done some scopes before on how to tell your story, and wanted to specifically do one on how to your about page. So number one, I try to just be very conversational, like I said. I even, just kind of welcome them to my site. Just be welcoming, be conversational. Think about it as, how would you treat somebody if they walked into your home? You would just say, hey, let me show you around. Would you like anything to drink? You want a snack? Here's the living room. Here's the game room. And that's how you should be on your about page. You don't have to say it all. You don't have to tell your whole life story. In fact, don't do that. It's just have an attitude of, what can I do for you? Okay, have an attitude of serving always. Give, right? Have an attitude of, you're welcoming them. Hey, have a look around. Definitely stop by my blog. Got a lot of free coaching tips on there. So just however you structure your site, just make sure that you're communicating value, you're being welcoming. Another thing I do with mine is I just tell kind of a quick story, right? I have this story that I tell on mine about when I was in middle school, how me and a couple friends used to sell these moves. We would create a list of moves for Mortal Kombat, which is a really popular video game series, and it was really popular back when I was like in middle school. So we would print off these sheets in the school office, because I had one of my class periods was an office aide, right? So we would print these off and sell them in the side window in the office as kids would walk by before and after the period. And they kind of knew about it, right? So we kind of like spread the word, and they would just kind of walk by, and we would sell them that way. And it was totally illegal. I mean, or not illegal, but it was totally against the rules. I mean, we weren't supposed to do it at all, but we were making money. So anyway, I just kind of tell that story on my about page, just kind of a personal, kind of fun, quick story to tell. And then and then I just kind of go into who I'm looking to work with, my kind of dream clients, my dream customers, kind of thing. But I do it in a way to sort of a mutual benefit, right? That I'm like you, you're like me. I love finding like-minded people. I love working with like-minded people. So that's just kind of the message that I come across, and then I just kind of gradually just kind of go into what I do to help home business owners, and how I love helping them grow their business. So, and then kind of after that, I've got more about my story, just kind of my personal story that brought me to doing what I'm doing today, right? I've got my own network marketing business, and then I also, help home business owners and freelancers and contractors and things like that grow their business. And I'm also helping a lot of people in my network group as well. So, definitely go check out my about page. A couple of other people's about page that I really like is Nikki Elledge Brown. She's kind of she's more in my wheelhouse, a writer and a copy expert. And then I'm trying to think of any. I had these written down earlier, but Amy Porterfield, obviously, she's awesome. I mean, she's a fantastic online marketer. She's got a great about page, and just kind of pay attention to how conversational they are with their writing and their about page, but it's all coming from the core of making sure that you put the visitor first, and that you're focusing on what you can do for them, right? What value are you bringing them? And some people even have a separate page with their personal story that you might link to, that's just about your story. And I've got some blog posts on, and one in particular, about a 4-part formula for how to tell your story, right? It involves your background, your pain, the solution you found, and then kind of how you feel about the future and how you feel about the way things are now. And that's an awesome formula for crafting your story that way, and it doesn't have to be long. I've got mine sort of at the end of my about page, just because I think it kind of flows there right now. I might move it to a different page later, but I think it works pretty well right now. And that's the great thing about your website, right? You can always edit it. If you don't like it, change it. Okay. You can always go in and change it. You can always go in and edit it. Just play around with it. Go look at others. See what you like. See what kind of works for you and your message and your business too. So hope those tips helped. If you have any other questions, definitely always drop me a note. Throw up a question right now if you've got any. My background is in writing and editing, mostly magazines, but definitely have taken a lot of things online over the past several years. But if you have a question that you want to ask, just kind of offline, just drop me a note. You can reach me at coachdavidlee.com. Just go to my contact page. My email's up there. My number's up there. Definitely love to help you out in any way. Drop me a line with any questions. And I'm also working on my online course on just helping home business owners take their business online and attract and land their dream clients and their dream customers, right? So we're going to go through just kind of the whole thing about identifying your target market, and attracting those dream clients and dream customers, and actually turning those leads into paying customers, right? Into paying clients that you just would love to partner with. Okay, so that's what it's all about. Hope that helped. Definitely share this out if you got some value from it. You can find me on Facebook at David Lee Coach is my Facebook username, and then my website is coachdavidlee.com. So hope that helped. Thanks for stopping by, and y'all have a good night.